a bit too far over, so I think we need to
Right, we're at the MCN show in London in the XL, and this is my new mic position for the rest of the day. Thank you.
I'm here at the London MCN Bike Show, and as Bike Shed, we're pretty excited about the fact that we've helped build Curate the bikes on their stand representing the custom scene, starting with our own curated selection of the best from last year's Bike Shed London, to give everybody here a taster of what they can expect at Bike Shed London 2018, with great bikes like the Death Machines Custom, Air Force, Motor Guzzi, and of course we've got the poster bike for the London show, which is Gareth's Ducati Superlight. So I'm here with the whole of the Bike Shed team. The guys are going to be heading around the place, looking at other bikes, telling you about their highlights, so more from the crew.
What do I want to see at the show? I suppose anything new and exciting, really. I want to look at the new Ducati 2018, the 821 perhaps, the Husqvarna. As you know, CCM are using them for the engines. This is not a day to take the piss out of Jimbo, but here we go. It's like getting on a horse. Oh, I found a bike just for me. The suspension could do with a little bit of hardening up. We're kind of the same person.
So this is the new Husqvarna 701. This bike has been a very long time coming, and we've seen it in countless shows, at least a couple of years in a row, but finally the bike is real. I'm sitting on a real bike, and in fact, even better than that, in a few weeks' time I'm going to be riding one of these on the official test drive, I think in southern Spain. So watch out for that. And this is the Vitpulen 401, the 701's baby brother, baby sister, depending on whether you want to be politically correct. And we're pretty excited to see this bike as well, because hopefully they'll be launching this at the Bike Shed quite soon.
Have they got the monsters here? Yeah, this is the 821. Pretty much the exact same as the 2017 model. Frame is more or less the same. Still got this horrible witch's finger coming out the back. Yeah, the exhaust is a lot nicer, smaller than the other one. The only real difference is the dash and the controls. The controls are different. They're a bit more pronounced, and it also comes in yellow, believe it or not. If that had some MT60s on, that would look really, really nice. It would look really, really, really aggressive. It's nice. I like it. The everyday bike. I mean, an 1100 Ducati Scrambler. I wish I'd held on to my money and got the 1100 Scrambler. Let's get on it. Remember, top half up.
So one of my first bikes in the custom scene was an R100 Cafe Racer. So I am a bit of a fan of the flat twin, of the Bavarian flat twin. And when they brought out the R9T, this was the bike I think a lot of people hoped they'd build. They call this the R9T Urban GS. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I've seen a few people do some light custom work on these bikes to make them really look the part. And I have to say, if I was going to ride around on an R9T, it would probably be this one.
So we're here on the Built magazine stand at the MCN show, and this is the wheel of bikes that we've curated for their stand. These are 6 of our choice bikes that were at our Bike Shed London 2017 show last May, and I'll run you through them now. So this is the Auto Fabrica Type 7X. The reason I chose this, I really like the design philosophy the Auto Fabrica guys have got. They're fairly mold breaking in what they're doing these days, and I just love the way they've vented this exhaust here. The air comes through the tank there and keeps this section cool. Completely pointless, but lovely piece of design, really like it. And I was chatting with the guys the other night, there's something really, really sexy coming for the May show. Won't give you too many details, but it looks the nuts. Complete opposite to this, and I'll say no more on that one. Then we'll move over to the Red Max Speed Shop and Strada Fab Ducati MH900 of Gareth Roberts, who's one of the Bike Shed founder members. This is the one we mentioned in a previous video, titanium frame made over in the States, titanium exhaust. There's a Ducati 900 Super Sport engine, full carbon bodywork, Kineo wheels, absolutely lovely. But Dan will put a link at the bottom of the vid so you can see the in-depth report we did the other day. And then moving on to this one, Dan, is Rafale by Storic, who are traditional coach builders. When they're not doing bikes, they're building vintage race cars, parts for classic aeroplanes. Their craftsmanship is absolutely fantastic. All hand-beaten English wheels. Can't have a bike shed selection without a bike from De Bolex. This is their latest Buell, which, well, I say latest, it was at the show last year. Quite subdued looks, dark colours, but the thing I really like about the De Bolex bikes is they're like an Apple product. Under the seat, the wiring and the way the bikes are put together, absolutely fanatical, precise. They're like a Swiss watch underneath. Everything in here, I've seen this being made. It took weeks and weeks to get this right. Everything's hidden, everything's got the secret catches, it's beautiful. And Death Machines of London, everyone's probably seen it by now. It's been in the front of the bike shed for the last couple of weeks on display. Just the silhouette and the shape of it is what led me to choose this one. And the other thing I really like on this, and we've covered it in a previous video, is the integrated throttle and brake and clutch lever on this side, which they 3D printed, then had machined themselves from scratch. And we're hoping there'll be something from them at the show in May. They've promised me that they've started, so they've got, what, a couple of months left to get that finished. And then the final one is from our friends up at RaceFit up in Derbyshire, the Suzuki Katana that they built for the last year's show. They've done a few tweaks to get it ready for this week, and I just love the f***ing ballsiness of it. I think it's a really fantastic bike, and again, they've got some new stuff coming up for the show this year, and in a spread of bikes that we've seen over the last few years with disappeared, sort of tiny little indicators disappearing into bodywork and everything. I love this tail. I love a massive rear light on it. And in fact, I just love everything that RaceFit do. So this 6 is a bit of a flavour of what we're going to have in May, 25th, 26th, 27th, down at Tobacco Dock, same as usual. About 240 bikes we've got planned so far. More space, more beer, more food, more everything. It's going to be awesome.
Here with Charlie, Triumph Ambassador, just to do a little piece about the new Tiger 12, I think it's called now. They've dropped the Explorer.
Explorer's gone now, so it's an all new bike. They've done quite a lot of work to the 12.
I mean, there's over 100 changes on
100 changes,
over 100 changes. So
the main ones. Okay, the main one's first gear seems much more responsive. You get a lot more pickup, so that's great.
Yeah.
The other thing is that they've changed the whole way that you view the bike.
With a new screen.
So the new screen is all. It looks a bit like an iPad kind of thing, and it's all used on this little.
So this has completely been redesigned as well.
Everything's been redesigned here, so they've taken everything and sort of made it much more accessible. When we launched this in Spain, we were doing some amazing off-road stuff, and then you pop onto the road and you get these vast, sweeping roads. I mean, properly handled.